So hello YouTube. It's interesting. I was actually, and I feel bad because I don't have my mic, so the audio is not going to be the best. But so I have been exploring other apps like Snapchat and all those kind of things. And so I did because I haven't been on Snapchat in 7 years, and I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram. But I just did a reintroduction on those apps. So I was like, well, I don't know if I've really introduced myself even on YouTube. So I thought that I would share a little bit about myself on YouTube, what I'm working on for 2025, my new book, and what you can expect in 2025. So my last video, was it my last video? So one of my last videos, I did a misconception of feminine energy and how we misconceive what feminine energy is. And so my next book is Manifest It Like a Woman, and we are going to dive into this misconception, something I feel like no one is talking about, and I think that we all know. And I'm going to do a comprehensive video on in the beginning. What was it like in the beginning, before there was a beginning? And we're going to talk about that. And so I wanted to introduce myself outside of that. If you do not know who I am, my name is Amber Turner, and I'm an author. I consider myself a spiritual YouTuber. I like to talk about spirituality, mindsets, womanhood, feminine energy. I'm also a mountain girl. I love Colorado aesthetic. I love being in the mountains. I love hiking. I go hiking and get into the mountains at least once a week. Actually, here's my hiking bag. And I love being in nature. I love connecting with nature. I'm also a mother, and my kids are quite older. They're not young anymore, which is sad for me. Really hard, to be honest. Maybe I'll talk about that one day on the channel. But my life has changed and shifted a lot, especially in 2024. One might say that 2024 was trash, but I'm going to look at it differently. I'm going to look at it as a lesson. I was taken into the depths, for sure. My life, there was a lot of endings in 2024. But I like to say in 2025, we're just going to reimagine what life should be. I'm excited for 2024. And like I said, in 2025, we're going to come back with an incredible video. A really comprehensive, probably multi-part video on the void, the beginning, and a lot of misconceptions about feminine energy, about it being this submissive, passive energy. And it can be, but it's different. I will say this, and I'll probably share this in that video too, is when it comes to suppressing or oppressing a certain demographic or group of people, that would not happen if there wasn't a threat felt. And we're going to talk about time and perhaps meditation and how this has come to me. I'll share a little bit about it now because I think that I'm doing this introduction video, a little bit about me, but I don't share too much about me. But I will say this. I had another awakening, which was quite interesting how it happened. This awakening really awoke me to my power, because it was in that moment when my ex said something about, I'll probably share this in that video, about not really acknowledging me and taking, I don't want to say the shine away from me, but taking the shine away from me, and how I felt in that moment. And it was almost an instant knowing that that wasn't true, what he said. And I'll probably share it in the video I plan on making. But it was almost an instant knowing that's not true. So I've had several awakenings, me awakening to certain things, but 2 significant awakenings in my life. And one wasn't, I was listening to an NDE, which is a near-death experience. And I remember it was an instant knowing, and I said, I remember out loud. And it was almost like I awoke to a remembrance. And it was just an instant hit me like a pile of bricks type of thing. It was really instant. And this last time, when I was going through so much, and it was in that moment where he made me feel so insignificant. And it was almost, and when he said what he said in front of everyone, and the men at this party were laughing at what he said, it was an instant knowing for me, and I needed it. And it's not, and I'm grateful for that moment, because in that moment, my man, if you follow me on my series Manifested Woman, was showing me something, showing me what was in my consciousness, was reflecting to me what was in my consciousness. And so for me, it's an understanding, and I'm grateful for that, for being shown what was in my consciousness, so I can alchemize that and let it go and allow more truth in, because love is truth. So there's that. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm at the store and I was trying to run some errands, but I did want to share a video because, like I said, I was reintroducing myself and sharing some things about me, and I was like, well, let me do this for YouTube, because I do share some of my hikes and my mountain aesthetic, my Colorado stuff, because I love it. It's nourishing to me. It feels incredible, and just I love being in the mountains. It's just the most incredible feeling experience of being in the mountains. And I don't know, especially this last weekend, my son will go with me. This last weekend was really, it just felt so amazing. I went to one of my favorite trails, which is on the other side of the mountain. And anytime you get to the other side of the mountain, it's so quiet. It's just so peaceful, and it just conjured up so many memories, because where I'm at right now, I was before, and I'm back here again. But things will be different this time, because life is wisdom, and life will inject this wisdom, which will lead to more understanding. And we'll talk about that in the next video that we'll do on Manifest It Like a Woman, and tapping into the void and what that is. In a beginning, she said, let there be light. All right, that's all for this video. I'll check you in the next one. Peace.